Hi, my dear children. A very good morning to you all. My dear children, how are you all? I hope you are fine and you are safe. Have you had your breakfast? Yes. Okay. Okay, are you maintaining a balanced diet? Yes, very good, my dear student. You should maintain a balanced diet, okay? So what are the things you should avoid? Yeah, fried item, then packaged food. Okay, so my dear children, today we are going to learn a new chapter. Okay, it's very important and it is very essential for our day-to-day life. Okay, so why this lesson is very important mean this lesson is very useful for during any dangerous situation. Okay, in this lesson you are going to learn so how you are going to face, okay, such situation. Okay, so take your textbook and turn to page number 115. Okay, take your textbook and turn to page number 115. So, what's the topic of the lesson, my dear children? Safety and first aid. So, what do you mean by safety? We should be in a safety place. Safety place means there is no danger in a place. And first aid, if you have any injury or if you met with an accident, we need to treat first treatment. Okay, so today we are going to learn a new lesson. Okay, so we all know that accidents, most of the accidents are caused by our carelessness. Okay, because of our carelessness most of the accidents are causing. So during accidents many of them are died at the spot, many of them have severe injury, some may have little bit injuries in their body parts. So at that time, okay, at that time we need to do something, right? So we need to help that people who met with an accident. We need to treat them. Okay, so accidents are not happening on purpose, right? It's just due to a carelessness. Okay, we cannot say I don't I don't met with an accident ever in my life. Okay, it just happen in any time or anywhere. Okay, so for example, if you are playing with your friends, okay, if you are playing with your friends, ball, basketball, volleyball, or anything, if you are playing with your friends, you can't say I cannot fell down. Okay, in just a minute, just a fraction of second, you will fell down. Okay, and if you are having if you have some wound in your leg or in your body parts, okay, while using a blade, while you are doing any project work, while you are using a blade, if you have small cut in a hand, that's also an accident. Okay, so accident is not due to our own happening with our wish. Okay, it's just due to our carelessness. Okay, so first aid, okay, the basic medical assistance given to a person immediately. Okay, it's a basic medical in treatment. Okay, it's a basic medical treatment given for an injury. Okay, before a professional medical help him reaches him or, okay, if a person met with an accident we need to give a first aid. Even if you are tying up the wound, it's also a first aid. Okay, if you are giving some medicine before the doctor arrives, if you are giving any medical treatment to a person who met with an accident, that is called a first aid. Okay, if you get cut in and if your friend get any cut in her body, okay, in his body, or if in his hand, okay, if you cut any wound in the body, suddenly you will take your kerchief and tie the wound, right? That's the first step. Okay, or else if you go and help them to wash the wound and help them to put some help them to wash with the Dettol, so that's also a first step. Before the consulting the doctor, you are giving some give a medical treatment. That's the first step. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to learn about what are the accidents, common accidents that are happening in this world, how we should get out of that accidents. Okay, first, accidents at home. What are the accidents at home? Okay, first one, sharp item. Okay, sharp item, knives, blades, scissors. Okay, we have to handle knives, blades and scissors with the careful. Okay, because they are very dangerous. Okay, they are very sharp. Even if you are careful, if your carefulness just fell in a second, you will need to cut in their hand. Okay, so be careful while using them. Okay, then stove, iron and matches. Okay, we are having gas stoves in our home, we are having irons in our home, then match boxes. Okay, iron boxes. So these the other thing, these things also cause injuries. Okay, while you are ironing your cloth, okay, you are using iron box. If you are suddenly, if your hand touches the iron box, you will hurt your hand, right? That's also an accident. So you should be careful you while using these things. Okay, so next one, electricity. While using the electric, all the electric system, you must be careful. Okay, electric socket mean the plug point. Okay, and then light bulb plugs. Okay, so this will cause a very harmful electric shock. Okay, so you should be careful, every student should be careful while using the electric things. Okay, you should wear a chappal while switch off and switch on in your switch. So then if you are touching an iron box, you should be careful. If you are using an electric heater, you should be careful while using that. Okay, so everything is have some dangerous part and some advantages part, so you should be careful while using these things. Okay, my dear children, so these are the common topics you have known. Okay, so next one, fire accident. Okay, so fire accident. Okay, fire accidents happen in every place. Okay, this thing, fire accident will cause severe damages. Okay, okay, fire, if a small fire is there, it will suddenly spread. Okay, it will spread suddenly and very quickly. Okay, so how the fire accidents happen due to some kitchen fires. Okay, carefulness in the kitchen things, then electrical shorts, then matchsticks. After using matchstick, you should dip in a water and throw it away. Okay, if you throw the matchstick after using, it will cause a fire in some other places. Okay, and those who smoking, have you ever seen those people who smoke? They will throw away the cigarettes and they leave. Some will blow out that and they will leave. Some will throw away. That will also cause some dangerous fire accidents. Okay, then inflammable substances, some chemicals, when it is placed in the sunlight, it will catch as fire. Okay, some chemicals that catch fires when it is opposed to sunlight. Okay, then so we should be aware of that accidents. Okay, we should be careful while using everything. Okay, while you are going outside, you should be careful of your own health and you should be careful of your own work. Okay, so while you are in the home, be careful to use the electrical circuit on everything. Okay, my dear children, so next, how, okay, how these things happen. First one, kitchen fire, how is it happening? Okay, so uh, we are using electric stoves, then that gas stoves for cooking. Okay, after cooking, after completing our cooking things, they will, okay, they will leave that. Okay, they will leave that without notice. Okay, they will leave that. Most kitchen fire occur when people leave their burning stoves. Okay, while burning, the stove was burning and they leave it. They should not off the gas stove and they leave, just leave. They didn't notice it, they will don't unattended. Okay, so how we should prevent that? Okay, the stove similarly, it is burning and they will leave out of the house, so it also cause some fire accident. So how we should prevent that? When cooking, okay, so while you are cooking, while your parents are cooking, ask them to be attentive. Okay, while you are doing cooking, be attentive. You should check after cooking, you should check whether the gas stove is off or not. Okay, so be attentive. Then put that LPG, we are using LPG cylinder, so we need to put in a ventilated area. Okay, no, we should not use that in a closed area, it should be used in a ventilated area. Then we should keep the hand towels. Okay, we are if you are taking the utensils from the cooking utensils from the gas stove, we are using some cloth for taking out from the gas stove, right? So we should keep that paper towel and that hand towel away from the gas stoves. Then okay, then after that, we should not use loose or flowing clothes while cooking. Okay, so this will also catches fire during kitchen things. Then electric short circuits. Okay, electric short circuits. So this is not our problem, this is due to some electric problem. Okay, sometimes the electricity will be overloaded and due to the increase in the current, so this will lead to the short circuiting. This will lead to fire accident. If there is overflow in the current, the wire will be burned. Okay, after that, that fire will spread out inside the house or inside the hall, and it will causes the fire accidents. Okay, so how we should prevent that? Okay, so we should check whether you are plugging an electric iron box in an electric plug. You should check whether the plug is in a correct manner or not. Or if after checking that, we should check whether the electric appliances is repaired or it is correctly working. If it is repaired, we should remove them immediately, or we should repair them immediately. Okay, then we should not make the wires come under the under the woody things, furnitures and then heavy racks, then so that we should not make the wires to get to be close with the furniture items. Okay, that's also cause some electrical circuit. Then open flames. Okay, open flames mean candle. When there is power cut, we need to use that candles for our light, right? So then oil lamps. Okay, so we should not keep them near the flammable material. Flammable material means cloth, then paper. Okay, if the candle or an oil lamp is kept near the flammable material, it will also cause a fire accident. So a simple thing. Okay, so we should blow out the candle after using it. We should not use the flammable things near the candle. Okay, make sure your the children at the home should not able to touch that fire or touch that candle. Okay, keep reach out of the children. Okay, and don't put the flammable material near the light lamp or near the candle light, so it will also leads to some fire accident. Then playing with fire. So children, be children. Okay, children, avoid playing with the fire. So don't let your sister or your younger sister or your younger brother to go near the fire and play with the fire. This will also cause us some fire accidents. Okay, so they will feel very eager to play with that. Okay, so this also cause some fire accidents. So keep all the lighters we use for our gas stove, then matchboxes, keep away from our children. Okay, then flammable products like fuel, petrol, diesel, then solvents, then cleaning agent, paint. Okay, these also cleaning agent, paint also burn. Okay, it also have some inflammable material. If you kept the petrol or diesel in an open place or in an openly manner, it will also catch some fire. If a small burn go near that, it will also cause some burnt. Okay, so put that liquids. Okay, put that liquids in a separate place and separate closed place, and closed place, not in a separate bottle or in a clear place, and store that liquid. We should store that liquid in a ventilated area, cool place. Okay, so that only it will be very safe. And we should keep them in a tightly closed containers. Okay, tightly closed containers. So we should not keep them in a open places. We should keep that in a tight containers. Do you understand that? So what we a fire accident, how it happens. So what are the causes? Kitchen fires, electrical short circuits, then open flame, then playing with fire, and flammable product. Okay, then next one, how we should get out of that fire accidents. Okay, so first, putting out a fire, how we should switch off the fire. When there is a fire in a building, so if there is any fire in the building, we should get out of that building. Okay, so we should know, if you are going to the school, if you are going to any place, we should know where the emergency exit. We know that all the school buses, then all the van also have a emergency exit, right? So we should know it's very important to know where the emergency exit is. So if there is any fire accident happen, we should get out of that building or get out of the bus or anything using that emergency exit. Then if there is any fire accident happen, we should not get panic. Okay, you should be very calm and you should be very intelligent. Okay, you should be very cunning to get out of that fire. Then ask if there is any adult person, if there is any person who's elder than you, ask them to use the fire extinguisher. So this is the fire extinguisher, my dear children. Ask them to use the fire extinguisher, or else you can also use that sand. If you have sand in your place, you can use sand them to off the fire, and you can put some water inside the fire also. Okay, this also help you to get out of the fire. Or if you have any chance to call the fire serviceman, you can also call them and inform them immediately. Okay, then if there is a kitchen fire, okay, if any kitchen fire caught, ask your parents to switch off the gas cylinder immediately. Okay, then after that, open all the doors and windows. Okay, if there is any fire accident, if you have any sometimes while cooking the gas smell will come out, right? You will feel whether you have feel that. I feel that after cooking also the gas smell will come out of my kitchen. At that time you should immediately go and open all the doors and all the windows. Okay, so that only the gas will go out. If there is any gas smell, if you go and suddenly light the burner, means it will cause some fire accident. Okay, so don't do that. Ask your parents. If you feel any smell, if you feel any gas smell, you go and ask your mother or your father to open all the windows and open all the doors. Okay, so then do not turn electrical connection on or off. Okay, so don't switch on the electrical connection, then don't switch off. If there is any switch on, let it. Okay, don't immediately go on, because if you are switch offing, the spark will come out. Okay, that spark will also lead to some accidents. Okay, so be aware of that. Then put out any open flames such as burning incense sticks and puja lamps. Okay, so put out. If you want to save you, that during Kartika Deepam some will light a lamp, so put that lamp outside your house, don't let it come inside of your house. Okay, so put it on the open flame. Or if you are using crackers, right, that kampi matapu, you know that small children used to do that, and you will like that, right? So that also don't use inside your home. Okay, use outside your home. Then okay, if there is any gas leakage, if you feel any gas smell, immediately you call the fire department, or you can call the gas agency department. Okay, for the help. Okay, then if a person catch fire in their cloth, okay, tightly put a blanket. Okay, roll them with a blanket. Okay, wrap them with a blanket and ask them to roll on the ground. Okay, immediately take a blanket and roll them, and after that ask them to roll on the ground. Okay, this will put them fire off. Okay, because while they are rolling, the fire did not get oxygen to burn again. Okay, so it will immediately stop. Then in case of fire, okay, in case of the fire, if there is any fire due to electrical circuit, okay, suddenly we should go and switch off our main button. Okay, switch off our main button. So don't use water if there is any electrical circuit problem. Don't use water. Then if there is any fire due to petrol or kerosene, use sand. Okay, use sand. No need to throw water, because it will also cause some problem. Because if you are throwing water, the petrol will spread other places. Okay, so if there is any problem, if there is any fire accident due to petrol or kerosene, use sand. Okay, so do you understand? So these are the common things you should know that, and I hope you all know that. Okay, next, burns. Okay, so burns mean, what do you mean by burns? If you touch the fire, you will burn your hand, right? So that wound. Okay, so burns due to fire accident, hot object, hot liquid, water, oil, chemical. Okay, so many fire accidents will happen. So according to the depth, and okay, according to the place where you are getting injury, according to the depth, okay, how much the injury went, and the extent, how the big the injury, size of the injury. So according to that, they are classified the burns into 3 stages. Okay, first degree, second degree, and third degree. Okay, first degree, second degree, and third degree burns. So what's the first degree burns? So first degree burn means a small skin damage, okay, small skin damage, and they are also called superficial burns, okay. It's a very small skin damage. The upper part of the skin is damaged, and it is called a superficial burn. So first degree burns are called as superficial. Mostly the skin will be very red and some pain and some swelling in this skin area. Okay, so what are the first aid? Okay, first aid means if you have any burn in your hand, you should dip your hand inside the water for 5 minutes. Okay, you should dip your hand inside the water for 5 minutes or longer. Okay, then use antibiotic ointment. Okay, an antibiotic ointment and loose gauze to protect the affected area. Okay, loose gauze means loosely you should tie. If you want it to tie, no need to tie that loosely. Okay, left it. Okay, to protect. Tie, you can tie it to prevent the affected area. You should tie it very loosely. Okay, don't use tight things. Okay, tight bands. Okay, so these are the first degree burn. And then second degree burns means somewhat serious. Okay, so the top layer of the skin, for total it extend up to the top layer, most top layer of the skin. Okay, it causes swelling. Okay, it causes swelling. Okay, big swelling. And it have inside like a pus, it will be like a pimple, big pimple. Okay, it will causes some swelling inside, and it is very red, and it will be like some itching, and it will we feel some irritation in that place. Okay, so what are the first aid? Okay, first we should for the first degree burn, we should dip the hand inside the water. In this degree burn, you should show your hand in the flowing water. You should open the tap and show your hands inside the water for 15 minutes. Okay, then apply some antibiotic cream. Okay, apply some antibiotic cream. Okay, for the swellings. Then third degree burn is very severe. Okay, it is very severe, total body, or it is very damaged. Okay, the total layer of the skin and tissues are very damaged. So this does not so this third degree burn does not have any first aid. Immediately we need to take that person inside the hospital. Okay, so the doctors will give treatment for that burn. So 3 degree burns are there: first degree burn, second degree burn, and third degree burn. Do you understand that? Okay, so these are the common things you should know. Okay, so this is enough today. We will learn next part in our next class. Okay, so only very few students have, only very few, not only 2 or 3 students have sent your assignments that I have given. What about the others? So my dear children, am I saying again and again, you should do your assignments. Okay, if you are not doing your assignment, if you are having any problem in doing that assignment, you can call me and you can report me. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can call me or you can text me. Okay, so we will meet in our next class. Thank you. Bye bye.